So we're going to talk about that and more, but let's go ahead and get to this fire intro. Welcome back. This is Five on a Play. I am your host, Kristy Love, and here's my co-host, Stan. Before we get into today's video, please make sure you guys follow Team NBS Media on all social media platforms. Make sure you guys check us out, teamnbsmedia.com, for all of our YouTube shows, podcasts, articles about pretty much everything sports related, current events, lifestyle, entertainment, you name it, we got it. Make sure you guys check us out everywhere. Just search up Team NBS Media. So, Dan, we are on a 3-game winning streak. We beat the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. In London. I had us losing initially.
Yeah,
I said initially.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we
You
won
did.
35-16. I think the first drive looked kind of like shaky. The past couple of games, our first drives, second drives have been a little bit like, okay, what's going on? But the Bears always came back after that and capitalized and looked amazing on offense. Caleb Williams, like, I know I've been giving him a hard time. Not even a hard time, but just, you know, criticizing him a little bit about his playing thus far. But he played really well against a struggling Jacksonville team.
Yeah, yeah.
He was 23 for 29 in completions. He had 4 touchdowns. He had 226 yards. And he did have one pick. But besides that one pick, he played great. What are your thoughts on Caleb after this game?
Well, number one, I just want to say criticizing the bad play, the poor play in the first
Yes.
2 games or whatever,
Yeah.
it's warranted. You know what I mean? So there's no, it's warranted. It was deserved. Now he deserves praise, right? I mean, he's been
Absolutely.
balling. So you gave him his flowers, you gave him his praise on that. Man, it was a great game. It was a really nice game. I like to see it. He came out, did what he had to do, moved the ball down the field.
Hmm.
Didn't put his team in bad positions or whatever,
Yeah.
like third down and long and stuff like that. And didn't put the ball in harm's way. That's one thing that I harp on when with young quarterbacks is not putting the ball in harm's way. So he did his job, man. He did what he was supposed to do, and he did it very well. He did it very well. So I was excited to see it, man. I was excited to see the passing game, the running game. I mean, it just seems to be coming together like it
Hmm.
should right now. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I was watching something online and somebody brought up Caleb Williams, his completion percentage
Hmm.
from week 1 through week 6. And you
Hmm.
just see the dramatic change. Week 1, he was at a 48.3%. Week 2, 62.2.
Okay.
Yeah. Week 3, 63.5. Week 4, 73.9.
Mm.
Yeah. Week 5, it did go down to 69%.
Right.
But this past Sunday, 79.3.
Yeah.
His
And
completion.
I mean that's very very high. You don't see that normally, right?
Yeah.
You want your quarterback to be up there, not in the 50s, of course. You got to be in the
Yeah.
60s, maybe, and so on and so forth. So when you get started in the 80, 79, 80% stuff like that, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's the law of averages won't allow you to play that way continually, right? It's just not gonna work out that way. But it's good to see it trending in the upward direction. And
Hmm.
man, I mean, what can I say? You can't say too much. You can't overstate how good of a game it was, right? I mean, it was a virtuoso when you think about it in terms of rookie play. Four
Yeah.
touchdown passes, could have been five. I mean, it was a virtuoso when it comes to that. So You got to give him his credit. I give him his credit. He balled out, man, and the team balled out as well. Everybody. So it's really good to see, man. I'm seeing it come together like I thought it would, and
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Just continue this momentum, like 3 game winning streak. That's momentum. Just continue the
Yeah.
momentum. Keep
Yeah.
rolling with it. You know what I mean? And guys are gonna get better, and they're gonna play above and beyond what they're capable of because their confidence is gonna be going through the roof. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely. You really can't say anything bad about Caleb thus far. In the beginning, the first couple of weeks, a lot of Bears fans, including myself, not gonna lie, expected to see this level of play week 1, week 2, and we got what we got. And that's probably what started this whole uproar of, I guess you can say, if you say anything negative about Caleb, you're a hater, right? I, that's part of it.
Yeah,
You know, because when the Bears got Caleb, like it was official, I was told, I've heard that he didn't need all this extra to be where he's at today. And I felt like, well, it was a lie, obviously. But I felt like when Caleb struggled early on in the season, week 1, week 2, week 3, that should have humbled a lot of y'all who said he did not need an offensive line. He did not need receivers. He did not need coaching. He did not need X, Y, and Z to pretty much be great, right?
right.
So I'm just glad to see this level of play finally.
Yeah,
Just finally. Um, like you said, we need to go ahead and build on this momentum because we are on the bye week.
hmm
And first thing first, we got to get healthy because Kyler Man did suffer a injury. I think it was like a left or right leg injury. I'm not.
yeah. I don't think we're
I
gonna
don't think
hear
they
too
said
much
when they
about it
break
this
it.
week, probably. But
Huh?
I said I think it was something, some lower extremity, but we're not
Yeah.
gonna hear too much of it, this
Yeah.
week. Anything about it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it'll be lingering. I don't think.
You don't think it's lingering yet?
No.
Hopefully, they talk about it soon. I don't think it's that serious. Now I think about it because they didn't say anything about it. I did see online that he did leave the stadium in a boot, so I don't know. We'll see. But outside of that, um, during this bye week, we need to just get healthy because we didn't have Jaquan Brisker, we didn't have Tyreek Stevenson, our defense, but our defense still looked really good in this game. Um, Montez Sweat got a sack. A lot of our defensive backs got sacks, so we looked pretty good. What do you think about our
Yeah,
defense?
the defense was dope as usual. A lot of people say they're looking like Lovey Smith, the bend it bro don't break concept and things like that. And you might be able to say that, but the way I look at it is different than what
Well,
Lovey was doing back then. That was bend but don't break and things like that. They were dominant though. That defense was. This defense is a defense, and you got to play defense in today's football much
yeah,
differently than you played before, right? So in today's football game, the rules are, they're bent for the offensive players. So, a lot of times you just got to wait and try to force them into bad decisions so that they make mistakes. And then you could capitalize and take advantage of them. And that's what the
absolutely.
Bears seem to do. They take the ball away. This is not by accident. This is something that they preach and they do it very well. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's like, continue doing that. I like to see it. You're going to have some plays where they give up a little bit of something here and there, but
yeah,
this is the NFL, man. Everybody is dope. Everybody's good. You know what I mean? You're gonna give up some plays to talented playmakers on the opposition. So, you know, I don't really worry about that. What I worry about is, are guys doing their assignment? Are they carrying
mm,
out their position? Are they playing for their teammates? If you're doing that, you will exceed at defense. So you got to buy into that system. I think they've bought in. I think the players are. I think they got a next man up approach, right? So, you just push the next guy in there and they got depth. They got some key pieces, right?
Yes.
Blackwell played good. Elijah
Yes.
Hicks can play good. I mean, all of these guys have some talent, and more so than talent, they're practicing what the coach is preaching. They're doing it. They're putting it into action. So, I like it.
Talking about good players, I want to shout out Cole Kmet.
Yeah,
Cole Kmet had a really good game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He had 5 catches for 70 yards and 2 touchdowns.
balling.
I was somebody that before the season started was like,
Yeah,
I
we
don't
had
know
this
where the
discussion.
hell Cole Kmet.
Yeah,
I don't know. I felt like, I felt like he was overpaid. He was paid for like, I think 50 million for 4 years, something like
hmm
that. I'm like, that's just too much money. Like, what has he done? Yes, he had, I think, 700 yards. But if you look at last year, our old quarterback, all we had was DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. Our ex wide receiver Darnell Mooney wasn't catching nothing. So like, it was kind of easy to get that. But I'm not discrediting Cole Kmet. He played well. He balled out. He did what he had to do. I hope that continues going into Washington, Arizona, and so forth, because we need every man on deck, obviously. But he did his thing. I'm happy. I'm happy. What do you think about Cole Kmet?
man, I've been telling people that Cole Kmet is the dude for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been on Cole Kmet's boat. I watched him at Notre Dame. I've just thought he was a really good, talented tight end,
Yeah.
and he knows how to play the game of football. He does everything you want him to do. He's a teammate. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that was like, they get wrapped up in these numbers, and I blame fantasy sports because fantasy sports has taken over to
Mm-hmm.
where people really look at fantasy sports as the measuring stick or the barometer for how good a player is, right? So when you
Mm-hmm.
look up and you see Travis Kelsey or you see George Kittle getting 1,000 yards, and those guys are the number one options on their teams. You know what
That's
I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
They're Kelsey is the number one target on his team, and he's been that since Tyreek Hill left, right? And even
Mm-hmm.
before Tyreek Hill, he probably was like 1A, 1B type situation with Tyreek Hill. So, um, you got Cole Kmet. He's a different type of tight end than guys like that, or these speed guys that he's got enough speed. Like let's not get it twisted. He's not slow, but he just doesn't have the wiggle like those other guys have. But he has capability of running somebody over. He can pull away from people. He can separate. He can jump and get the ball. He's a big, huge body. He's young. You know what I mean? He's strong. He can block. I mean, he does everything you want him to do. So, I look at it and I'm like, okay, this is a football player. That dude, he knows how to go out there and get open. He knows how to do his job,
And
and
he a
that's all
snapper
I that's
too.
all I want, man. That's all I want.
And he a snapper. I think he snapped the ball, right?
Yeah, he did long snapping. Yeah, I think that's what they said. That's the first time ever. Like
Yeah.
score a touchdown, snap the ball, and I think he did
Right
it
after,
twice,
yeah.
2 times in a row.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's dope.
Yeah. I love that he can block. I love that he's big. I love
Yeah,
his size.
yeah.
That plays in his favor a lot, in my opinion.
Hmm.
But what you said makes sense. Travis Kelsey, number one target on his team. Um, where would you rank Cole Kmet right now in tight ends?
I say he's top five. Yeah,
Ooh,
I say he's top five
top
tight end
five.
in the league. Yeah, yeah. I think
Name,
last year, what was he,
name
top
five.
seven? I think he was top seven last year.
Name five.
That's better than him.
This right now. Travis Kelsey,
Travis
George
Kelsey,
Kittle.
George Kittle. Um, you can put what's his name, Sam Laporta. Laporta's good
Yes,
from
yes,
Detroit,
yes, yes.
right?
Okay.
Hawkinson is pretty good when he's up there. You got. I mean, you got some decent tight ends, but he's up there. He's top five at least, I
Top
would say.
five. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Um, DeAndre Swift, he finished the games with 17 carries for 91 yards. He had 1 touchdown, averaging 5.4 yards per carry.
Doing his
Love
thing.
to, huh?
Doing his thing.
Yeah, love to see it. I love to see it. The Bears need to continue to get better with the run game. Just keep using Swift, keep using Roshan Johnson back and forth. If you have what 3rd and 2, put Roshan in. He'll get that first down for you to move the chains. You know what I'm saying? What do you think of DeAndre Swift?
And Swift, like, I mean, you can't speak too highly of these guys right now because they're just,
Doing
you
their
know,
job.
yeah, they're doing their job, and it's like, I mean, I'm satisfied, man. You know what I mean? The people that were banging on him early in the season, they was, I don't know about Swift, this, that, and the third, and it's like, dude, he's
Yeah,
taking off
but
now.
he
He's
was
completely taking
struggling
off.
though. He
Yeah.
was struggling. He was averaging less than what, a yard per carry.
Yeah, but that's the whole offense was struggling, right? And
That's true.
they
That's true.
see what fans tend to do is they want to find blame. We got to find somebody to say you're the problem. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what we've done as Bears fans for so long. Instead of being patient, it's like, no, somebody got to be the fall guy. Who fault is it? Is it Shane Waldron? Is it DeAndre Swift? Is it DJ Moore? I mean, think about it. From the beginning of training camp, you had people that was calling Keenan Allen fat boy. He went out there and had 2 touchdowns last week, right? Right,
Yeah.
for real. They was
They
calling him
did.
fat boy. They said he was fat. You got DJ Moore, who they said he's falling off. He might be washed up, bad signing.
That was just a bad take
All kind of stuff, right?
DJ Moore had like every year besides his rookie year, he got just about 1,000+ yards each season.
Yeah.
So what do you mean he's washed? Because
right.
that don't even make sense. Look at what he did last year. We didn't have a passing game last year. He got 1,300 freaking yards.
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all talking about?
Yep.
And I don't even understand. Not to cut you off. I think it was like a week or so ago. DJ Moore said something in the media. I didn't look into it. They was calling him a diva.
Yeah, diva. Yeah.
What happened?
It was everything. They was calling him a diva. They were saying he was washed. They were saying he's selfish. He's sulking on the sidelines. Just all kinds of stuff.
Y'all are saying anything. Y'all just like you just said. Y'all want to find somebody to point the finger at. Y'all need to be freaking for real. DJ Moore has probably been the best thing we gotten before we got Caleb, of course. Him and Justin Fields was like this. That was his man's. He was our passing game.
Yeah.
He was. Besides that,
and it's not only that, but DJ Moore, he's done this at a high level with several different quarterbacks, even in Carolina, with inferior guys that were terrible. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, you got to get a dude credit, man. But that's what we tend to do, man. Chicago, I say it, ill will. He says it all the time, man. Chicago eats its own, and what we mean by that is that at the first sign of any type of struggle, they're quick to abandon ship. They're quick to bash guys. They're quick to do this, that, and the third. And it's like, man, just relax, man. This is an art, man. It takes effort. It takes time to get this stuff right. The Bears are on their way, man. They doing, they got things moving in the right direction.
We do.
So we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna get to some more stuff like the schedule and things like that coming up. So
yeah. DJ Moore. I'm gonna talk about him. Now we're on that topic.
Yeah.
Honestly, he only finished the game at 20 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He is our number one receiver on our offense, but I like the fact that we don't have to single-handedly rely on him to win games.
Mm-hmm.
That's like amazing to see because he had a bad game, but our tight end got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Our running back
DeAndre Swift got a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We don't have to rely on one guy to get us all these yards, these touchdowns to win. And that's great. That's growth. That is growth, if you ask me.
And that's what you want, man. You want
exactly.
That's what you want. You want a smorgasbord, you might say, of talent, right? That's what the Bears have. And they're able to utilize these guys in different ways where a team may focus on one guy and say, okay, we're not going to give this up to him. Okay, cool. You want to take away DJ Moore? We'll go with Keenan Allen. All right,
Yep.
you want to take away Keenan Allen? We got Cole Kmet. We got Rome. We got,
Yep.
it's just a lot of stuff. And that's what you want. You want options, man. The Bears got
Yes.
options.
We
Caleb
have
got options back there. When he dropped back to pass, he got options.
Yes.
So it is what it is.
I love that so much. uh, Speaking of Rome Odunze, I feel like he's been quiet. He's getting a quick 30, 40 yards per game. He finished the game against the Jaguars. He only had 2 catches for 40 yards.
Yeah.
What do you think of his progress thus far in the game?
I
Do
think it's
you
fine.
expect anything big out of him, even though we got 2 great receivers in the tight end?
No, I think we're fine with where Rome is. Of course you want to see, if everybody can go out there and get 100 yards, it'd be great, but this just ain't enough
Yeah.
balls for that, right? It's,
Yeah.
it's not enough. It's not enough balls to go around to where everybody's just going to hit every single week. So you're going to have some weeks where the guy may have 30 or 40 yards. DJ Moore may have 20 yards.
Yeah.
But you got Cole Kmet getting 60, 70, 80. You got Keenan Allen getting a couple touchdowns. So, you just got it everywhere. And when everything is working, even the run game, the pass game, you got to understand that too. So that means Caleb ran a little bit, right? He had some yards running. I don't know what he had, 40 some yards or something like that. He had some yards running. So you got
56.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then he had like 200 and some yards passing. So it's like, this is a good game, man, and it's a balanced attack, which is what I like to see anyways, right? And Caleb is the kind of guy, he even said it, I don't care how many yards I get. I'm just worried about the W.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you keep that mentality and everybody has that mentality, man, this is going to work out fine. Work out perfect.
Yeah. So, heading into the bye week.
Yeah.
We have all the momentum we're supposed to have.
Right.
Because our schedule is tough. Like I just stated earlier, we need to make sure that we're healthy. I honestly want, in a perfect world, I want Caleb and probably DJ Moore to find time during this little break to work on them deep throws, work on them connecting deep, because that's probably his only issue is he's scared to throw down the middle.
Yeah.
He just, because he'll get picked. He got picked, and I get it, but he has to do it.
Yeah, there's a couple things that I see in his game right now that need some work, need some attention. And
that throw is one of them.
Yeah, the deep throw, man, you got to be a little bit more accurate than what he is with the deep throw.
Yeah.
I got to see him be able to get more accuracy to where he's throwing the ball, right? Don't try to guide it in there, just, or let guys run underneath it. It's different from college, of course, because you got to play it differently. But in the pros, you gotta be able to be accurate, a little bit more accurate with the deep, but just a little bit. I'm not saying he got to be perfect. He's got to be more accurate. And then the other thing, and I don't want to take away from what he does well, because what he does well is escape the pocket and make moves and buy some extra time and look downfield and things like that. So I'm not taking away from that. I just want him to get rid of the ball sometimes because, bro, you're going to get tagged sooner or later. He's going to get hit pretty hard. And I don't want to see injuries, right? And because he be back there and it's you get kind of frantic sometimes. And then I think he holds the ball just a little bit too long for my taste. And it's something that he has to.
I see it.
He'll have to see. And I'm not banging on him. I'm saying nothing wrong because you don't want to take away from what he does because that's what he does well.
Yes.
But you don't have to do it on every single play. Do it every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Pick and choose your spots where you can make it happen. But every single time, sometimes just throw that ball away, man. Get rid of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. Throw the ball away. I really hate to see Caleb keep getting these gruesome hits like he did. I think week 1 and week 2.
Yeah.
More so the Texans.
Okay. I can't remember it, but I'll probably go back and take a look at it. But yeah, I mean, he hasn't taken that many. But it's bro, I feel like they're coming sooner or later.
They will against these top tier teams that has
Right.
really good
Right.
defenses.
Right.
And I'm gonna be honest, that's where it's gonna come from.
Yeah.
The back end of
Yeah.
our schedule.
Yeah.
Because Detroit's defense is good.
Yeah.
San Francisco,
Yep.
the Packers.
Yep. Washington is pretty good. Washington's playing pretty decent.
And that's who we play next. So yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that'll come
Minnesota.
with more time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll come with more time. But it is interesting to hear you say that. I'm not gonna bring anything up. But it's just interesting that you say that he held him to the ball just a little bit too long, at least for your liking.
It's a little bit. Yeah, for my
And
taste.
just learned how to throw the ball away. Never mind. We're not going to the past. We're not.
You know what time it is.
We're not. But that come with time. More time. I feel like maybe after we play the Commanders, it'll get a little bit better.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I think so.
That deep ball will get a whole lot better.
Yeah.
That's just my main concern.
You got to work on that. You got to work on the deep ball.
Everything looks fine in my opinion. Everything looks fine. So let's talk about the schedule. Let's talk about the schedule.
What you think? What you looking at here?
We got the Commanders. The Commanders game did get moved to 3:25 p.m. Central Time because we have two great rookie quarterbacks playing against each other.
That's pretty cool, right? That's cool.
That's amazing.
That tells you that the NFL is taking notice that, hey, the Bears are an up-and-coming team. They got, of course, we are an up-and-coming team. We got a quarterback that's playing well. You know what I mean? So people are taking notice of it. The world is going to be, kind of that game of the week type of vibe or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so, that's cool, man. It's nice to see.
I also want to mention real quickly, it's two black quarterbacks playing against each other on,
that's true.
I guess you can say a prime time, semi-prime
true.
time television.
Yeah.
Just a PSA. That's amazing. We love to see it.
Absolutely.
But,
love to see it.
Yeah, so the Bears will be in Washington after the bye week on the 27th playing the Washington Commanders. I remember for the past couple of years prior to this year, this game, when we played the Commanders, was horrible. I think we played on Thursday Night Football for 2 years in a row prior to this season, of course. And it was just like a high school game on both sides of the ball. I remember fans complaining about, oh, my God, why is the primetime game? Why we got to see this trash? It was just a mess. I think last season was when DJ Moore had got like 4 touchdowns in that game.
Right.
I want to say in like well over 100 yards. It was a great game.
Okay.
Despite it being trash. So I'm hoping going into this game, DJ Moore has another amazing game. Caleb throws for 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, wishful thinking. And of course, Jaden is going to go ahead and ball out with the Commanders. It will be a lot of comparisons, probably worse than it has been.
Right.
That's far between Caleb and Jaden. I just want a great game. I don't care about if the Bears would have got Jaden, but what happened? I don't care about that. No. I want a great game. Like, leave all that trash behind. But what are your expectations on this game after the bye week?
Man, it's gonna be telling to see how they turn out. The one good thing is that whenever you have a bye week, that just gives the coaches time, right? So
yeah,
the players are resting, they're relaxing a little bit, they're getting healthy. Some of the little nicks and scrapes that they have, they kind of healing themselves. You got guys getting treatment. Most of the guys are off. They're with their families or whatever, catching up. Doing that type of thing. But your coaches are really, they're focused. They're doing something right now. They're game planning. They're looking at film. So that extra week to prepare, that's why most teams come out very well after a bye week, because your coaches are locked in that whole time. That's an extra week of preparation, and most of them take full advantage of it. You know what I mean? So I expect the Bears to be well prepared. I don't think this team is going to drop the ball in that area. I don't think the coaches are either. I like what Eberflus is doing. There's still things that I see from Eberflus that haven't manifested themselves in the recent weeks because we've been for lack of a better word, blowing teams out, right?
Yeah.
36-10, 35
Yeah.
to 16. So for lack of a better, term, we've been blowing people out. We've been dog walking people, right? I
Yeah.
like saying that. I don't get to say that often, so that's why I said it. But
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be good. I think he's doing a good job. Some of the things that concern me haven't manifested themselves because of that, because we've been kind of smashing people right now. But I just want to see him do better in tight situations. Um, use the clock better. Use your timeouts better, and
Penalties.
of course use
I
your
mean,
challenges better,
challenges.
right? Yeah, yeah. So
Challenges. Yeah.
so those are the things that I'm worried about with Eberflus.
Yeah.
Shane Waldron, I'm good with what he's doing. I think he's progressing as a play caller with Chicago. I think he's kind of stepped in, taking it by the reins, and now he's kind of the first couple of weeks he was kind of feeling his way through and trying to figure out what I got, blah blah blah. You know, yeah, he was shaking a little bit, what I mean? Stuff like that. He was shaking a little bit, but I think he's settled in, man. I think he's settled
Yeah.
in. He's more comfortable now
Yeah.
as a play caller with Chicago. I think he's got his full repertoire of talent as well, and I think also the offensive line has really stepped up. Um, and I said that would happen though. Like you let them guys run the ball a little bit, they get confident,
Mhm.
and it takes pressure off of the pass protection, right? Because guys can't just pin their ears back because we know you're not running the ball. We're going to go get your quarterback now. And we know your offensive line is suspect, so we're going to attack them at all means. And now teams can't do that because look, we got a guy that's willing to run for 95 yards or 90 yards or whatever. We got Caleb who can escape the pocket a little bit. We got Roshan, and these guys are opening up some holes because they were hitting the middle. Now, of course, that's against Jacksonville, and Jacksonville has their issues.
Yeah.
But I also tell people Jacksonville was a playoff team last year, so you got to respect that as well. So and I think they'll be fine, man. I can't wait for the game. I wish it was this weekend, to be honest with you.
Me too.
Keep it rolling.
Um, the Commanders do play this Sunday. They play the Carolina Panthers at home. If you guys want to watch and see. When I think of the Commanders, I just think about how well the offensive line protects Jaden Daniels.
Mm,
That primetime game, I forgot who they played a few weeks ago. We saw I just loved how they protected. The line just protected Jaden Daniels. I
yeah,
just wish we had that on the Bears. Like, yeah, the line got better, but we still have some issues
right.
with blocking, of course. I just wish, I guess we're progressing, like you said. It's just I want it to be a whole lot better than what it is. I want to be more confident in my team that they can protect Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
Um, Honestly, these stretch of games is going to test that, and it's going to probably piss us off some. What are you doing?
yeah,
X, Y, and Z. But I just love how they do it. In Washington with Jaden Daniels, it's great in my opinion. So I will be watching that, wishing that was my team.
yeah, yeah.
um, but I think we can come out with the win against Washington if we can remain great offensively. Defense, I'm not worried about at all. Like I've been saying all season,
Not
we've
even
been
the
doing our
injuries.
thing defensively, huh?
Not even the injuries.
No, I mean, we looked good. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Jacksonville, but like we said, we have depth.
yeah.
We have depth. So I'm not worried. And even still, I expect our players to come back against Washington. Jaquan had a concussion protocol.
Yeah, he was in concussion, so he didn't even travel to London.
He
But he
did.
was locked in and watching the game, so
He'll be back. He'll be back.
he'll be he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Kyler, we'll see.
We'll see.
Tyreek Stevenson, um, he'll be back. So I'm not worried.
Yeah,
Um, but offensively, as long as we can run the ball, Caleb look more comfortable and just relax and just play the game that we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Because DJ Moore, he's locked in. He's not gonna drop passes. Cole Komet, he's playing well.
yeah.
I'm not worried. I think we can win this game.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think
I
so
think
too.
so too. It's gonna be interesting, man. We got one more show that we'll do next week. And hopefully
Yep.
we'll have somebody on from Washington, right? That's gonna
Yeah, I'm working on a guest or
talk.
two.
So
They are diehard Commanders fan. He has a
mm,
podcast, so he reached out. So hopefully
we'll
next
see.
week,
Yeah.
he'll be recording with us. Stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm gonna name our next 3 games and win or lose. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so Commanders,
Win for me.
Patriots. I'm sorry, Cardinals,
Win.
Patriots.
Win.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
As of right now,
As of right
that's what I
now.
see. That's what I see right now.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
Yeah.
from what we saw right now, are the Bears a playoff team?
From what we're seeing right now,
Yeah, through week 6. Do you think we can go in the playoffs?
yeah, I think they can make the playoffs. Absolutely. Yeah, I think they can. You got 4 wins. If you can get to 10 wins, if you're 10-7, probably make the playoffs. You might make it. You might.
We're 4-2, and you just said our next 3 is a win. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-2. Beat the Commanders.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
gonna be easy because
I'm not saying that at all either, but
2 of those games are away games, right? So you got the Commanders on the road, and you got
yep,
the Cardinals on the road as well.
yeah.
So
Arizona, they started off good in my opinion. Kyler Murray finally back after having that injury, whatever. But they
don't
look
scare me
bad
though, man.
against the Packers.
They don't scare me. They don't scare me.
I
The
don't
Cardinals don't scare me. I
here's the
don't
thing.
trust the Cardinals at all.
You said what?
I don't trust them at all. I don't
Why?
trust them
Why?
to go out there. I mean,
They
I hate to say it,
Cardinals
but it's
look
like the
dangerous
Bears.
without
Like I
them.
don't trust the Bears sometimes, right? So
Yeah,
I can't
that's
trust
fair.
the Cardinals. The Cardinals don't. They don't intimidate or strike any fear in me at all. None. Zero.
No, I hear you. They just, I don't know. They looked okay. They looked promising a little bit. But now they're falling off. So they lost to Green Bay bad.
They got dog walked by Green Bay.
Yeah, but outside of the Commanders, we can beat the Cardinals. We can beat the Patriots.
You can.
Absolutely. We better
So you're
not
gonna
lose.
go.
We
So
better
you're
not
going
lose.
3-0 over the next 3.
Huh?
You're going 3-0 over the next 3.
Yeah. That's
Let's save it. Let's
possibility.
save it. I want you to think about it because
I'll think about it. I'll come back next week.
we got another week. We got next week's show. We'll give our
If the
prediction.
Bears can keep this up, like the Commanders is the biggest test. The next test we had outside of the Texans. And you saw how the Texans game went, but we've gotten better. We're running the ball. Swift is running and catching. Roshan is getting touchdowns. Coconut getting touchdowns.
Balling, man.
We're balling. And I know it's against trash teams, and that does play a huge part in our success. I'll just be honest.
Don't tell nobody that on Twitter. They're going.
No, because look. Never mind. I'm gonna keep my comments to after the show. But
yeah.
Right now, we can beat the Commanders. So I can say 3-0. It'll be a tough one.
Okay.
But we've always beaten the Commanders. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So
they're playing good. It's not going to be a walk in the park or anything like that. I think it'll be a bigger test for Chicago.
Yeah,
but they're beatable, man. I like what they're doing there, and they're well coached. You know what I mean? Yes. Anytime you got a team that's well coached, that's what's up. So you got to give them their credit for that. But
they turned around.
It's not going to be a walk in the park, but the Bears have a chance to beat them with the way that the Bears are playing on a bye week, extra preparation, confident going into this situation, and Chicago's going to travel where you're going to see a lot of Chicago Bears fans in DC that weekend. I'm sure of it. So that's all working in our favor, you might say. So I hope they'll play well. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and switch gears. I
Yeah.
have a segment on the show called The Loves and the Love Nots. So let's go ahead and talk about Kristy Love's Love and Love Not through week 6.
All right.
Oh, let's get into it. I gotta add music to that, by the way.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what it is. Okay. I may be a little bit biased, but my first love goes to my quarterback, Caleb Williams. His progression from week 1 to week 6 has been amazing. Yes, the Bears, including myself, Bears fans, including myself, gave him a lot of slack, a lot of, like, what are you doing? Like, X, Y, and Z. But, he has been progressing. Like I said at the beginning of the show, his pass completion percentage increased by 20% from week 1 to week 2.
It's crazy.
20% almost. That that's
It's a
that's
big
that's
jump.
amazing. That's amazing. So I love to see it. He's going to continue to progress, continue to grow into the quarterback that we need.
Yeah.
Um, and I will say this: with him progressing, I just really hope the Justin Fields talk can die down,
Please.
please. Because I'm a diehard Justin Fields fans, but I have not brought him up like for real, and I don't know how long. So can y'all just let it go?
No.
Caleb is our guy. He's
No.
progressing well. He's doing amazing things for the Bears right now. So let's keep it moving. So that's my first love. And then my second love, this actually came out today. Amari Cooper got traded to the Buffalo Bills today. And you know what? I love that move so much because I love Josh Allen.
Uh,
He's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL. Like I just love how he plays. I just love his toughness. Like I love it. He doesn't really have a solid guy that can catch the ball. Yeah, he got his tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Yes, he got Khalil Shakir, but I feel like with adding Amari Cooper is that guy. I think he had over 1,300 yards last season in Cleveland. So adding that with Josh Allen, they're going to take off. They're already playoff bound before Amari, but playoffs,
mm.
okay? Like they're going to go far, in my opinion. Um, what do you think of the trade? You heard about it, right?
Yeah, I heard about it. It's cool. You know what I mean? I think that's a good trade for them. It's a nice pickup. Guy was available and he was able to snatch him up off the Brown squad. It's something though to be said that why does Amari Cooper just keep getting traded? I mean,
Well, he's not a locker room cancer.
He was traded from Dallas. Now he's traded from the Browns. You don't see a top wide receiver like that. See, so here's my problem, right? This is your love. This is my love. Not. I'm gonna say that right now, because
Wow.
Amari Cooper, in my opinion, plays very, very high at some points
Mm.
and extremely low at other points. Right? The pendulum of good games is just out of this world. Like him and Tyler Lockett, those two guys right there. I don't want them nowhere near my team because you just don't know what you're going to get from a week to week basis. I've seen Amari Cooper quit. I've seen him pull himself out of games. I've seen all of that, and that to me that stands out. That stands out. It's
But if you would play in
uh,
Cleveland with how Deshaun Watson been playing, what like you will pull a Devontae Adams too. Like, let's be honest here. What was he going to do in Cleveland?
I just
Deshaun is
what about in
struggling.
Dallas? In Dallas, when he was in Dallas, he
It's
would have a game
Dallas.
where he had 10 yards, or he'd go
I
three
hear
or
you.
four games with nothing, and then all of a sudden he had 250 yards in one game. Tyler
I
Lockett does the same thing in Seattle. He'll have 289 yards one week, and then the next 4 weeks he won't get 50 yards combined. I don't like players like that. I need guys that are consistently going to be there every single week.
I hear you. I hear you. But
But
that
that's
that's
just me
my
though.
love. I love that move for Buffalo because they got their guy.
Yeah, they did.
So
They got a
everybody
guy.
else can settle comfortably in their role. And here go Amari Cooper being the great that he is. You got
Watch.
Josh Allen throwing to him, and he gonna
Watch.
put it in his hands.
Watch.
I'm gonna watch closely, Dan. I'm gonna watch closely.
Watch.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna come back to this week 17.
I bet.
We're gonna come back to this, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. My love knots. I have two. My first one is about the Davante Adams trade. This is for the fans. When the trade happened, why in the world are these fans acting so surprised at this trade? You guys, okay. If you guys watched the Netflix series Receivers over the summer this year, you saw how Davante Adams was so frustrated with the Raiders. Like, it was one episode where he said him and Aaron Rodgers had lunch or dinner for 3.5 hours, and he just talked to Aaron Rodgers about everything that happened. You should have known then that he was going to go to the Jets. I'm just being honest. It was one clip that everybody keeps posting about the show where Davante Adams was like, oh my God, I'm getting hit all these effing times. I'm about to lose my life. I know you saw that clip. I saw it on the show. Like, he was unhappy. It was bound to happen. Why are you guys so shocked that it actually happened? Why are you guys so shocked?
I don't know why anybody was shocked by it. I mean, it is what it is, man. Like,
it was bound to happen.
Yeah.
So that's my love knot. And my second love knot, Will Levis. What you doing, baby? What you doing? What you doing? This man, the past couple of games, hasn't had over 100 passing yards. You can bet if you gamble, I gamble. If you want a guaranteed lock, bet Will Levis to get a pick. That's going to get you money. My love knot is for Will Levis. 95 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick against Indiana. 25 yards. I want to say he got hurt that game against Miami.
Let's not forget what he did. What he do against us?
Yeah.
He dropped to his knees. He dropped to his knees and said a prayer during the middle of the game.
Yeah. He had 127 yards, 2 picks, 1 touchdown in that game against Chicago. We won. He had 260 yards against Green Bay, but he's struggling. And I remember when he got drafted, people were like, oh my God, why did he get drafted in the 2nd round? Should have been a top 10 pick. He got exactly what he deserved because he's not it. He's struggling.
It takes time, and I'm a real big person that talks about the situations that a guy goes into. I don't know. Will Levis, I don't think he's going to be a top quarterback at any stretch of the imagination.
No.
I never said that at all. But I think he's better than what he's showing. But when you're in a situation, you go to Tennessee, man. Tennessee is notorious for not having good quarterback play either. You know what I mean? I mean, Marcus Mariota, just Malik Willis, they tried him out for a little while. It didn't work out. I think they kind of gave up on him quick too. I mean, so, you just have a situation where you're going into a terrible situation. He's a guy that played at Kentucky, right? So he played in the SEC, but let's be real. You go to Kentucky because, it's a decent school, but it's not really a football school. You know what I mean? So, you look at what he has. He has some measurables and things like that, but man, it don't look good. It don't look good at all.
It don't look good at all.
Look ugly.
All right, so that's my love and love not through week 6. Child. But before we go, let's go ahead and give our picks of the week 7.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yeah.
So we got Thursday night football. The Denver Broncos are going to be in New Orleans against the Saints. Who you got winning?
I'm taking the Broncos.
Saints. You got the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Broncos.
Why?
Yeah.
Why you got the Broncos winning?
You said it's in Saints in New Orleans.
Yeah, is New Orleans hurt?
No, no. I mean, they're missing Derek Carr, but they got Spencer Rattler, so he played decent
Oh, you
last
got
week.
Darren. I forgot. I
I'm
still
just
got the
I'm just
Saints
going to
winning.
take Denver. I'm just going to take them.
Okay.
I'm
Next
probably
game.
wrong with that though, because
I
I'll
think you're gonna be
probably.
wrong too, but hey.
Yeah,
Then we got the next London game. We got the Patriots and Jaguars.
yeah.
Battle of who is the worst team. Battle of who is the worst team. I'm gonna pick the Jaguars only because the coach is trying to save his job.
I'm gonna take the Jaguars because they didn't leave, right? So they just
Oh yeah,
stayed
they're
in,
still there.
right? So they stayed in London. They're kind of settled in. Maybe that'll help
That
them
makes
out.
sense. Maybe.
So I'll go Jags in that
Yeah,
game.
because when they played Chicago, they did leave late due to that hurricane.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess that does play a part in how you play, of course. Next game, you got the Seattle Seahawks in Atlanta.
Ooh, I'll take
Yeah,
ATL. ATL.
ATL. They've been playing good football.
Yeah,
They're playing real good football.
they are. I think they got three straight, right? Three
I
three
think so.
straight
Yeah.
wins. Yeah. I don't know
Mm,
why they're not giving my boy Bijan Robinson some more, Brian. They keep giving the ball to Tyler Algier, and it's like, come on.
yeah.
But hey, it is what
Um,
it is.
I'm gonna go with Seattle.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Seattle. Next game, we got Tennessee Titans at Buffalo. I got Buffalo.
Yeah, of course, Buffalo. Buffalo. No, I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
Buffalo
yeah,
too.
Buffalo. Buffalo.
Next, we got Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns.
Hmm. Cincinnati.
I got Cincinnati too. We got the Houston Texans in Green Bay. That's a good game.
Ooh.
That's a good game. That's a good
Houston
game.
in Green Bay though.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Houston. I believe in CJ Stroud, baby. He'll get the job done.
I got a shirt and it says my favorite team this week is whoever's playing Green Bay.
So
My favorite
my
team
man.
on a bye week is whoever's playing Green Bay. So when the Bears are on bye, my favorite team is whoever's playing Green Bay. So I'm going Houston.
Okay. Next game we got is Miami versus they're gonna be in Indiana. I guess the Colts. I got the Colts winning.
God.
Miami is still hurt. I heard Tua might come back though. Maybe not that game, but soon.
Man, I don't know.
I got I got I
I
got
hope
the
he doesn't
Colts.
come back, to be honest with you. But hey,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
what it is.
I got the
Um,
Colts.
I'm gonna go Miami.
Mm, okay. This next game is a really good game.
What is it?
Detroit versus the Vikings.
I got Detroit.
I do too. I got Detroit winning too. They're gonna give the Vikings their first loss of the season. So next we got Philly and New York playing the Giants.
Philly.
Me too. I got Philly too. Then you got the Raiders visiting LA, the Rams.
The Rams.
I got the Rams too. Then we got the Carolina Panthers going to Washington. I got the Commanders.
Oh, the Washington. Washington all day.
Next, we have the Super Bowl rematch. Kansas City is in San Francisco.
Hmm. San.
I got
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kansas
go San
City.
Fran.
Hmm. Never go against Kansas City.
I'm gonna go San Fran.
Okay.
I think they're gonna
That can go
step
either
up.
way.
It's in San Fran.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go San Fran. Let's go.
Okay. Next game, we got the Jets versus the Steelers.
Jets.
Jets, they're going to be in Pittsburgh.
I'm
You
going
got the Jets
Jets.
winning? Um, yeah, I got the Jets too. I had to think about that for a second. Next, then we got Monday night. We got two Monday night games. The first one is the Baltimore Ravens. They're going to be in Tampa Bay.
I'll take the Ravens.
I got the Ravens too. And then the next one is the Chargers. They're going to be in Arizona. The Cardinals. I got the
Man, that's a
Cardinals
tough
winning
one
that
too.
one.
I'm gonna go Chargers. No, it's in Arizona.
Yeah, that's why I said there's Arizona. That's why I said they got the Cardinals winning.
I don't even want to take. Well, I'm taking the Chargers. Bump the Cardinals.
I got Arizona, my home state. Okay, my home city. But all right. So that's the picks of the week. We'll go ahead next week and we'll see how many we got right. But that concludes another episode of I Want to Play. I'm your host, Kristy Love. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at I am Kristy Love, on Twitter and on Instagram, and follow me on TikTok at Kristy Love Sports. Where can they find you, Dan?
At Danikin_DG3 on Twitter. At Three Kings of the Midway podcast, of course. We do our thing, man. We have a good time. I'm enjoying this, man.
You are?
Yeah, I'm enjoying following the play. You know what we got to do?
What?
We got to get it interactive too, right? So if somebody gives a take, I'm calling foul on the play on you. You can call foul on the play on me, whatever you want to do. Or the people in the comment section, they can do it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be dope.
Okay, we can do it.
We're going to do that. We're going to put that together.
You're going to give me so many flags. I already
We're
know.
going to put that oh, yeah. I'm all kind of flags. I'm throwing them everywhere. Yellow everywhere. Laundry all over the field.
Crazy. And then next week, we are going to touch on basketball. As you guys know, the NBA season starts October 22nd. That is Tuesday coming up, next Tuesday. The Bulls did just lose in preseason to the Milwaukee Bucks. But, you know, I guess they look okay so far. They kept up pretty much the whole game, if I'm not mistaken. But it is Giannis. Who can stop Giannis on the Bulls right now?
Nobody.
Exactly. That's why they lost.
It's gonna be. This season is gonna be fun.
No, it's not. It's gonna be trash.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
The Bulls is trash.
It's like to see.
You heard it here first.
Everybody's reaction to what we're about to witness is gonna be fun for me.
We're trash. I don't have. I'm not gonna say I don't have no faith, but I have probably 40% faith in the Bulls that will do something this year, and that's high in my opinion. That's high.
Wow.
That's high.
Wow.
Yes, wow. We have too many guards for first and foremost. Too many.
Man, I put a tweet out, right? The Bears have, I mean, not the Bears, the Bulls actually. The Bulls have the two tallest players on their team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are Buzales, 6'10", and Vooch, 6'10". Vooch is undersized for a center. 6'10" playing center, that's undersized. You don't even have a 7 foot.
Is he really a true center? Because
that's what I'm saying. He's undersized.
Yeah, he should be shooter.
Well,
he don't bully in the paint. He don't do that.
No, nobody plays like that except Joel Embiid now, though.
Yeah.
What center bullies
maybe
in the paint?
Draymond, maybe?
He ain't no bully, though. He's just physical.
Yeah.
Draymond just physical.
Yeah. But, you know, we don't really have a true center to bully, so we're going to get bullied.
Of the Bears, I mean, the Bulls had, like, you know, of the players that I counted, 17 of them or something like that are 6'8" and shorter.
The struggle. That's what you got. Bulls fan.
You got 6'8". You got two guys at 6'9". You got two guys at 6'10". That's it. That's it. Everybody else is little. Don't make sense to me, but you know, hey, whatever.
I feel like positions in basketball, like all of them, are just they're not like what they're used to be. Like a real true point guard, a true forward.
Right.
It's I just don't understand it. It's like now they're all over the place.
It's crazy. We're going to get into it next week, though, for sure.
Yeah, we definitely will. Okay, let me go ahead and end the show. Make sure you guys follow Team NBS Media everywhere. Check us out, podcast shows, YouTube shows, articles, the whole nine. Again, I'm your host, Kristy Love. Here goes my co-host, Dan. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Take it easy.